Alrighty, here we go. Hey everybody, it's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Dive Bombers franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. We are in year number 11 here in the Green Nachos League, and year number 5 in control of the Dive Bombers. Last episode for our Bombers was our first ever playoff series here in franchise history. This is the first winning season in team history. It's also the first division title, first playoff appearance, all the good firsts. And we took care of business against our division rivals, the Bird Lizards, winning 3-0 in Game 1, and then we won the second game 15-1, as we absolutely blew the Bird Lizards out of the water there late, as we got tired of only being up by 1 run and said, let's put up 14 unanswered. So we end up sweeping that series, and on the other side of our bracket, the Bards, our other division rival still in the playoff, swept the Bionics on the road. So we will be facing our division rivals in the semifinals. On the other side, the 4-seeded Riddles have upset the number 1 seed Tramplers already with the sweep, but we still have to play Game 3 between the Leatherwings and the Champs to see who will advance to take on the Riddles. So we will take care of that unfinished business first, and we'll see what the matchup is going into the semifinals. Sim this next game real quick. Leatherwings and Champs. Leatherwings blow out the Champs, winning 7-2, so the Leatherwings advance to the semis, upsetting the Champs. So on the other side of the bracket, the bottom seeds both won, and on our side of the bracket, the bottom seed Bards won. So we're the only favored team to win our first round series. So we have home field advantage the rest of the way no matter what. It's just, can we get to the finals now, as we have to take on the Bards. First up here in the semifinals will be the Riddles and Leatherwings. It'll be the battle of number 3 for the Riddles, which is Branson Smalls, the left-hander, and on the mound for the Leatherwings is their number 4 gunner, Franco, because the Leatherwings had to play that extra game. We'll send that one real quick. Riddles out early on Franco, and they're going to hold on and win 9-5. So the Riddles on the road have the advantage going home to their home ballpark now to try and sweep. But it will be a battle of the aces between Javier Strudley for the Leatherwings and Bellamy for the Riddles. Bellamy's first name I do not remember. So on the mound here for us, first game, it's the battle of number 3. Sawyer Radical, the former Thumpers ace, is on the mound with Tier 2 Elite Forkball. And on the mound for us, it is Philly Mac, Philip McForsham with Tier 2 K Neglector and Tier 2 Elite Curveball. And in Game 2 will be a matchup of the aces. We're going to set the lineup here for the first game. Leading off in center field will be Ramon Whitehead. I'm actually going to make that sub here with Simmons. He'll be in left. Nunez will be on fire, batting second, playing catcher after coming off a 2-home run game. Salvador Pruitt's still tense out in right field, but he'll bat number 3. Batting fourth is locked-in second baseman Arrest Blacksmith, who had 2 3-run homers last game. Batting 5th, first baseman Albert Murphy. Batting 6th, center fielder Garlic Simmons. Batting 7th, tense rookie third baseman Quinn Ventura. Batting 8th will be the shortstop Blake Benwood, and then Philly Mac will be on the mound. Lineup for the Bards, leading off at second is young Jordan McFurlow. Then batting second is first baseman Guadalupe Knapp. Batting third, right fielder Chopper Sardi. Batting fourth, catcher Milan Bonilla. Batting 5th, locked-in left fielder Davis Frigate. Batting 6th is third baseman Alessandro Richard. Batting 7th, shortstop Baca Lee. Batting 8th is center fielder Mango Cohen. And then it's Radical. Let's jump into it and have some fun here as we head out to Colonial Plaza here for Game 1 of the semifinals. Alright. I know it's been a few days since I last recorded. For those of you who don't remember, that was the Overdog series. And spoiler alerts for those not watching it. Give you a few seconds to turn it off or mute. We got swept in the semifinals. We lost to the Wide Loads, who would go on to win the championship. So took a few days off, to relax, chill out, come back at it, refreshed, ready to go, refocused. Let's do it. Furlow leading off, the young second baseman with Tier 2 bad ball hitter, hitting .300 with a homer and 5 RBIs. He'll lead off against Philly Mac. Philly in the regular season, how'd he do? Well, let's see. He went 2-1 with a 3.67 ERA and a 1.22 WHIP. He gave up 14 runs in 34 1/3 innings, which was the most, actually, second most in the starting rotation, averaging just under 6 innings a start, 32 hits, 25 strikeouts, 10 walks, 5 homers, and a batting average against a .244, which was second best on the team. So he outperformed our then ace Bryson Thicket, and he definitely outperformed the number 4 Lee Mack. But I wanted Philly in the 3 spot in the rotation still because based on the regular season performances, I wanted him in a must-win Game 3 situation over Thicket, who had proven not to be as effective in the regular season. Now for us, Thicket then decided to go on a rampage in Game 2 and absolutely dominate. So we didn't have really much to worry about in that one as he got the job done. He threw 8 innings of 1-run ball, so that's pretty good. Let's see if Philly Mac can capitalize on that performance and keep it rolling. Fastball fouled back on the first one by McFurlow, 0-1. Here's a slider up. That's a strike the letters. It's quickly 0-2. That activates K Neglector, though, for Philly. Curveball down in the way. Best pitch just out of the zone off the plate, 1-2. Peter in. Chased it, strike 3. He gone. Got him to go after it at the eyes. 1 down for first baseman Guadalupe Knapp with tier 2 high pitch. Hitting .333 with an RBI. Distractor, a base running trait. Scribble down on the first one. That is a strike called, 0-1. Looking down and in. Lined at the middle. That is a base hit for Knapp, who absolutely rockets that one back up the middle. She'll be on with a 1-out single, and that will activate the Distractor at tier 2. That will penalize the accuracy of Philly Mac facing Chopper Sardi, who has tier 2 off-speed hitter active. He's hitting .273 with 1 homer and 2 RBIs. He does, however, have tier 2 easy target, which will help out with Distractor being active, so they kind of balance each other out. It's plus 15 accuracy from easy target. K Neglect Distractor is minus 20, so really we're only suffering a minus 5 penalty here. Curveball down and then runner goes. Chopped up the middle to Benwood as he was running to second. Behind the back to Blacksmith. Throw to first. Double play you love to sit. Put some pizzazz on that one. Blake Benwood with the behind the back no look flip to Blacksmith to start the double play. What a play, man. That is awesome. I think it's the first time I've ever seen that. Ramon Whitehead's going to lead it off for us here in Game 1. Tier 3 volatile active. He's hitting 3 for 8 in the playoffs with 3 RBIs. Facing former Thumpers ace Sawyer Radical, who's come over here to the Bards in the series. In the regular season, Radical went 0-1 with a .491 ERA and a .133 whip. He gave up 16 earned runs in 6 starts, totaling 29 in the third inning, so he's averaging just under 5 innings a start, 30 hits surrendered, 9 walks, 5 homers, 16 strikeouts, and a batting average against a .263. Bit of a down year for Radical, especially knowing how good he is. I expect more out of him in particular, having physically developed him myself over the years, but I do have to remember he is now 30. He is in regression age, so he never quite got, I think highest he got was like A tier, maybe like very high A- level, so he never really got past what I left him as in the Thumper series, which is a shame. I really thought he could have developed into like an ace caliber pitcher, and he still is, but he's a bottom level ace, not a elite level ace like, say, Radical level. Former Thumpers teammates squaring off as Whitehead came into the Thumpers organization the same year that Radical did, which was in year 2. Heater up and away. That's popped up behind first. That's going to be an easy play over there for Knapp. 1 down. Next up, catcher Alicia Nunez, the rookie with tier 2 bad ball hitter. She's on fire. Hitting .833 here in the playoffs with 2 homers, 3 RBIs. She hit both of those in Game 2 against the Bird Lizards. Curveball on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Slider down in the way, rope to left field, hit well, but that is going to die right at Frigate's eye level, 2 down. That is going to bring up right fielder Salvador Pruitt, who is tense with tier 3 volatile. Hitting 2 for 9 in the playoffs with 1 RBI. Curveball hits the high corner, 0-1. Good pitch there from Radical. Curveball down, and then that's another strike, 0-2. Painting the corners here to start the at-bat. Pruitt with no answer. Curveball hangs on the next one, we're out in front of it, 0-2. Slider down in the way, hit back to Radical, who makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3, top 2, we're scoreless. Bonilla, Frigate, and Richard coming up. Milan Bonilla, the catcher, leading off. Tier 2 contact versus righty active, but he's only hitting 200 here in the playoffs, so not a good start to the postseason for him. First pitch, screwball down in the way. That is a strike to the knees, 0-1. Side of in. Bonilla jams it foul over the screen. Nope, off the fence area over there on the left. 0-2. Forcing him down and in. He gone! Chased it inside. Second punch out for Philly Mac. Gets him to chase. Davis Frigate up next. Left fielder locked in with tier 2 injury prone. Hitting .500 with a homer. 4 RBIs. First pitch, a lead curveball up and away. Fouled off by Frigate as he's late. Manages to fight it off. Actually, he was early. Okay. Forcing him down in the way. Chased on the end of the backgrounder. 1 hopper to Benwood. He'll throw to first. 2 down. Now to bring up third baseman Alessandro Richard. Tier 2 volatile. Hitting .500 on the year. Change it down on the first one, taken low, 1-0. Ball away on the next pitch, that is whiffed through, 1-1. Screwball up and in. Ripped it foul, 0-2, 1-2 now as he's out in front of it. Forcing up and away. Chased it, strike 3. Third punch out for Philly Mac. Got him to chase the outside heater. 1-2-3 inning for him. Bottom 2, still scoreless. Blacksmith, Murphy, and Simmons coming up. Blacksmith locked in, coming off a 2-homer game, hitting .444, 4 for 9 in the playoffs, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. All 6 RBIs on those 2 homers as she hit a pair of 3-run bombs. That one's up and in on the heater, 1-0. Forkball middle in, that is a strike, 1-1. Another former thumper squaring off with Radical. Blacksmith entered the team in year 3, a year after Radical. That one's up there for a strike, 1-2. She just recently left. Radical left a few years ago. Or like 2 or 3 years ago. Heater up, hard grounder up the middle, base hit, and Blacksmith gets the better of her old teammate. She's on with our first hit today. Leading off the second. Albert Murphy up next, first baseman, hitting only 2 for 9 in the playoffs with an RBI. Tier 3 consistent, though active, keeping him from being tense. Slider low, ball 1. Runner goes on the next pitch, curveball up, strike called at the letters, throw down by Bonilla, not in time. Stolen base for Blacksmith as she stole on the breaking pitch. First of the playoffs, she's 1 for 1. 1-1 count to Murphy. Slider up and in, high, 2-1, so no little hack this at bat for Albert. Curveball middle in, ripped foul, 2-2 as he stays alive. Curveball down and in, grounder to first, backhanded by Knapp. She has to go to first with it herself, 1 down. Moving up to third is Blacksmith. 90 feet away with 1 down for Simmons with Tier 2 first pitch Slayer. He's hitting 3 for 9 in the playoffs. Infield in here to protect the run from scoring. Heater up in the first one, chopper to third, diving is Richard to cut it off. He has no play at home, though. He'll have to go to first. RBI ground out for Simmons, 1-0 Bombers. Next up, rookie third baseman Quinn Ventura, who is tense with Tier 3 outside pitch. Made an error in the field, but he is hitting 4 for 9 in the playoffs with an RBI. Curveball up and in, inside from Radical, 1-0. Forkball middle in, inside off the corner, 2-0. Slider up and in, fouled back, 2-1. Forkball up and away, hitting a hole to second, knocked down by the diving McFurlow. Flip picks it up, flip the first in time to end the inning. But we do get a run home on the ground out by Simmons. Top 3, it's 1-0. Lee, Cohen, and Radical coming at the bottom of the lineup for the Bards. Baca Lee leads off, the shortstop, hitless on the postseason so far. Him her way, outside, 1-0. Screwball middle in, foul back, jammed him, 1-1. Slider down and away, off the plate, 2-1. Where's him up and in? High, 3-1. Change it down and in. Check, strike called at the knees, 3-2 as K Neglector activates. Screwball down and away. Pulled on the ground to first off the end of the bat. Murphy is there, taps the bag himself, 1 down. Mango Cohen up next, the center fielder with Tier 2 off-speed hitter. She also have Tier 2 slowpoke running out of the box down the first base line. Hitting .571 in the postseason. Getting on base, it looks like. Lead curveball drops in there, out in front of it, 0-1. Fooled Cohen badly as she was ready for the off-speed pitch, but a little too ready. Where's he roughing in? High, 1-1. Screwball down and in. Chop foul, 1-2. Up away. Chased, fouled back, 1-2. Slided down in the way. Chased it, fouled it off, just got to it. Still 1-2. Change it down and in. Low, 2-2. Good take. Where's he ripping in? Fouled it back, staying alive. Ball down on the way. Outside, 3-2. What a battle here from Cohen. Well, down the way. Fouled it back. We're staying alive. Count still full. Push him up and in. Lined into left of center. That's going to get down for a hit as Simmons will cut it off before it gets by him. Good battle there from Cohen as she will reach here after an extended battle. 1-on-1 down for the pitcher Radical, so he has an opportunity to bunt here if he so chooses. Push him up and away. Bunt not shown. Check, strike called. 0-1. Go down and in the dirt, 1-1. Slide up and in. Bunt shown, pulled back, 2-1. Away, bunt shown, pulled back, strike called this time, 2-2. K neglector activates. Change it down the way, bunt shown, drop down in front of the plate, fair ball. Nunez down to second, gets the lead runner. Blacksmith the first. Double play, you love to see it. Great heads-up play from the rookie. Bottom three, it's 1-0 still. Benwood, McForsham, and Whitehead coming up. Blake Benwood, the shortstop, leads off, batting .250 in the playoffs with an RBI. He's batting 2 for 8. Ball in there for a strike up and in, 0-1. That curve is in the dirt, 1-1. Slider up and away, hangs, turned on by Benwood, driven deep to left center field, doesn't have the height. Drop it in on the target, yes it does, it's in the stands. Right there in left center near the light pole. Home run for Benwood, his first of the playoffs as he victimizes a hanging breaking ball. 2-0 Dive Bombers. Philly Mack up next. He is locked in. He's actually not a slouch in the batter's box, so he's going to get the chance to swing away here. Slider on the edge there from Sawyer, 0-1. Curve in there, 0-2. Slider from away is Chase. Bloop softly to second. Dropped by McFurlow, but he manages to pick it up in time to flip the first. 1 down. Whitehead up next. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out his first at bat. Fork ball down, and there at the knees, 0-1. Peter up and away, lined up the middle softly. Base hit for Whitehead as he gets it over the diving McFurlow's glove. He's on with 1 down. Is Radical now tense. Here's Nunez, who's 0 for 1. Still on fire, though. Lining out to left her first at bat. Curveball low, 1-0. Peter down and then roped over to third baseman's diving glove. It's a base hit for Nunez. First and second now with 1 down. Bombers knocking on the door again. Let's see if they can keep it rolling. Here comes the heart of the lineup. Pruitt up first. He's 0 for 1 and tense. Line back to the pitcher's first at bat. Slider down. That's low. 1-0. Which player will get out of their slump here? Slider down and then roped by Pruitt, but he's well out in front of it as he pulls it into the corner. Out of play. 1-1. Peter up. Rocketed past the diving shortstop on the ground. That's a base hit. Holding at third is the lead runner. Bases loaded, 1 down. Pruitt back to neutral mojo. And bases loaded for Blacksmith. 1 for 1 with the single. She's locked in and ready to go. Facing the tense Radical. Blacksmith's also stolen a base and scored a run. Curveball up, misses high from Radical. 1-0. Slider roped middle in, foul. 1-1. Slider up and away, hard grounder at the middle. Lee is there to second 1. McFurlow to first. Double play, and that ends the inning as we strand the bases loaded. But we do get 1 home on the bomb by Benwood. 2-0 to the 4th. McFurlow, Knapp, and Sardi coming up. Hey, John, we're welcome, buddy. Nice to see you again. Hope your day as well. Token fuck the Bards, indeed. If we could say that, that's a division rival, indeed. McFurlow up 0 for 1. First pitch slider up and away. That is skied off the end of the bat, down the left field line, hooking foul. Whitehead is there in the corner, puts it away. 1 down. Knapp up next, 1 for 1 with a single, and then she was erased on a double play ground out. Change it down and away. Just off the edge, 1-0. Down and in. Inside, 2-0. Ball down and in. Ball 3, 3-0. Curveball in there. Ripped foul, well out in front of it, 3-1. She did have the green light. Slider at the knees. That's a strike. Count full. Down the way. Fouled off late. Count still full. Change it down and in. Rope foul. Guadalupe stays alive. Count remains full. Slider down and in. Ball 4 inside, just off the edge as Knapp reaches. First walk for Philly. Here's Sardi, 0 for 1. Grounded into double play his first at bat. First pitch 4-seamer down and in. That is a strike, 0-1. Curveball down. Chased it in the dirt. Good block by Nunez, 0-2. Curveball down and away. Well out of the zone, 1-2. Forcing up and in. Well inside. 2-2. Slide it down and in. Just off the corner. 3-2. Count full. Heater up. Rocketed deep left center field, and that one's not coming back. Sardi puts it out there as that one's going to grow some wings and fly out over the bullpen. Home run there for Chopper Sardi. Second of the postseason. We're all tied up at 2 as he victimizes a high fastball. Nia up next, he's 0 for 1. Where did that miss? That was just slightly at the top of the zone. He was just late, and he got enough on it. Power was at a 97. Yep, that's not surprising. First pitch curveball down. Hanger, pulled foul. 0-1. See, what did I say? Indeed, you're not wrong. Philly Mac down to neutral mojo. Peter down and in, chopped on the ground to Murphy. He'll take it himself to the bag. 2 down. Here's Frigate, 0 for 1. Change away. That's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Slide up and away. Check, strike called. 0-2. Four-seamer up and in. High, 1-2. Screwball down and in. Hit hard at the middle. Benwood dives out of his reach. It's a base hit into center field. Inning will continue with 2 outs as Frigate reaches. Here's Richard, 0 for 1. Screwball down and in on the first one. Low and in, 1-0. Throw down and away. That's a strike at the knees, 1-1. Change up and in. Soft jam shot into center field. That's down for another hit as they keep it going here with 2 outs. Here's Lee, 0 for 1. Billy Mac's pitch count rising. He's over 60 now. Heater away on the first one. Fouled off, 0-1. Slider down and in. Chased it inside, 0-2. Ball down, runners go. Blocked in the dirt by Nunez. She has no play anywhere on the breaking pitch as both runners advance on the double steal. So that is a steal for Richard and Frigate. They're second for Frigate, first for Richard. 1 for 2. 1-2 count here to Lee. Change up and in. Jammed him, left center field. Sky ball. Simmons on the run. We'll get there to run it down, and that ends the inning. But a 2-run bomb from Sardi ties it up. Bottom 4, Murphy, Simmons, and Ventura coming up against Radical, who just got out of a bases-loaded jam last inning. There's Murphy, 0 for 1, as Radical is back to neutral mojo thanks to that double play ball. Peter high on the first one, 1-0. Curveball hangs on the next pitch. Murphy well out in front of it, rips it foul into the corner, 1-1. Curveball up and in, roped again. This time he keeps it fair down the right field line. It gets under Sardi's glove, who's not the greatest defender, and that's going to be extra bases. Murphy trots into second with a leadoff double. There you go, Albert. Next up is Simmons, who's 0 for 1 with an RBI groundout. Here to first pitch, Slayer still active. Grounded to the third baseman hard his first time up. Heater down, lined at the middle. Diving is McFurlow out of his reach into the gap. It goes, and that gets all the way to the wall. Cohen gets to it, gets it in, but it's another double as Simmons drives home his second of the RBI of the game. It is 3-2. Bombers immediately back out in front. Here's Ventura, rookie 0 for 1, but tense. Slider down on the first pitch, popped him up behind second. Furlow under it. In shallow center, we'll put it away. 1 down. Tried to be aggressive and it didn't work out. Here's Benwood, solo homer his first time up and a hanging slider. Ended up right about there. Curveball just hits the top of the zone, 0-1. Here up and away, missed it, popped it up behind third. Shallow left, Richard is there. 2 down. Here's Philly Mac, who's 0 for 1. He's going to try and bring him home. Peter down the middle, lined into center field. That's down for a hit. Runner coming around third. Here we go. Here's the throw from Cohen. It is not in time as Simmons scores. RBI knock for Philly Mac. He helps his cause. It's back to a 2-run lead. 4-2 Bombers. Whitehead up next. 1 for 2 with a single. Radical tense again. Curveball up, taken high. 1-0. Good hold there on that hanging curve. That time it drops in there for a strike. 1-1. Good pitch. Peter middle in, rope to left field, and that's a base hit for Whitehead. 2 on, 2 down. Rally continues for the Bombers. Here's Nunez, singled last time up. She's 1 for 2. 9 hits already given up by Radical. Pitch 50. Heater down and in. Misses off the edge. 1-0. Forkball up and in. That hits the corner this time. 1-1. Slider inside. Rope foul. 1-2. Curveball down. Rope by Nunez out of play. 1-2. Heater away. Hit off the end of the bat. Up the middle to short. Lead. Fields it. Throws to first in time to end the inning. But 2 home for the Bombers thanks to Simmons and Philly Mack. Top 5. It's 4-2. Cohen, Radical, and McFurlow coming up. Here's Cohen. 1-for-1 with a single. Heater up and in on the first one. That's a strike. 0-1. Slider down in the way. Off the edge. 1-1. Change it down and in. Chased, pulled foul. 1-2. Go down the way. Chased it in the dirt. Picked by Nunez. Throw down to first. 1 down. She gone. 4th punch out for Philly. There's Radical for 1 and 10th. No pinch hitter coming though, so they're going to send him back out in the bottom half of the 5th, it looks like. First pitch curveball down in the way. Soft dribbler up the middle to short. Benwood to his left. Cuts it off. Takes his time. Throw to first. 2 down. Base is empty for McFurlow, who's 0 for 2. Screwball away on the first one. Checked outside. 1-0. Screwball up and in. Jammed him foul. Out of play. 1-1. Forcing him down in the way. Fouled it off late. 1-2. Collector activates. Change it down and in. Jammed him foul. Staying alive. Still 1-2. Throw down and away. Just low. Missing the edge. 2-2. Forcing him up and in. Jammed it down the left field line. Whitehead on the run. Chasing after it. Lays out forward in foul territory, but he's well shy of it. If he was a younger man, Whitehead probably makes that play. 2-2 the count. Slide it down in the way. Just low. Count full. Forcing him down and in. Chase broken back grounder as Philly Mack dodges to shrapnel, bare hands, and throws to first. That ends the inning. He gets through 5. Bottom 5, it's 4-2. Pruitt, Blacksmith, and Murphy coming up. Philly's up near 80 pitches, too, so we got to keep a close tab on him going into the 6th. Pruitt leads off, 1 for 2 with a single. Wildhouse still active as he's back to neutral mojo after singling last at bat. Forkball gets to the top of the zone just barely, 0-1. Radical still tense. Either way, rocketed up the middle, diving McFurlow to his right to smother it, gets up and fires in time. 1 down. Pruitt retired and he's tense again. Blacksmith up next, hit into a double play last time up. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a stolen base. Run scored. Heater high, 1-0. Curve high again, 2-0 count to Blacksmith. Forkball middle in, that is a strike. Actually down and in, 2-1. Been pounding the top of the zone recently. Heater down on the way, foul back 2-2 as Blacksmith protects. Whiffer now active at tier 2, working against her. Ball away, fouled back. That's his best pitch. Slider down. Ooh, out in front of it. 2-2. Heater waste. Nubber off the end of the bat up the middle to short. Lee charges, bare hands and fires. 2 down. Base is empty for Murphy. 1 for 2 with a double. Radical back to neutral mojo though. Curveball in there at the knees. Little Hack activates at tier 2. 0-1 count. Then broke his bat, popped it up to first. Knapp is there, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Radical. Top 6, it's 4-2. Knapp, Sardi, and Bonilla, heart of the lineup coming up. Philly is at 78 pitches, so we will keep a close, tight leash on him. Here's Knapp, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk today. First pitch curveball down and in. Low, ball 1. Pitch 80 from Philly. Heater away, that's a strike, 1-1. Screwball down in the way. Off the corner, 2-1. Slider down and in. Jammed at the middle liner to second. Backhanded by Blacksmith on a hot throw to first. 1 down. Next up, Sardi. 2-run bomb last time up. Screwball down in the way. Nubbed off the end of the bat. Foul. 0-1. Got him to chase it. Working down and in. Jen line back to Philly Mack, who makes the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for Bonilla for 2. Change up on the first pitch. Check strike at the letters. 0-1. Slider down and away in the dirt. 1-1. Double down and in. Chased it. Fouled back on the number. 1-2. Cane Collector activates again. Heater up and in. Chased it. Strike 3. He gone. Got him to go after the high heater at the eyes. 5th punch out for Philly, and that ends the inning. Through 6. Quality start for him. Bottom 6. Simmons, Ventura, Benwood, and then Philly Mack is due up 4th. But I might not pinch hit for him. Simmons leading off. Tier 2 first pitch Slayer active. He's 1 for 2 today, I believe. Has 2 RBIs. That curves. A forkball's in there at the knees. 0-1. Curveball away. Misses from Sawyer. 1-1. Heater up. Hard ground at the middle. Base hit for Simmons is the... Oop, hit the mic cord. My bad. Ventura up 10, so for 2. Outside pitch active. Heater up, taken high, 1-0. Runner goes. Heater up, that's high again. Throw down by Bonilla. Not in time. Stolen base for Simmons. His first. 2-0 count to Ventura. Heater down and in. Soft grounder at the middle of the shortstop. Lee there. Has no play at third. He'll go to first. 1 down. Here's Benwood. Solo homer earlier. He's 1 for 2. Infield in. Forkball up. Just on the corner. 0-1. What a pitch. Heater up chase. Bloop behind short. That's a tough play for Lee on the dive. He got it! And he gets up and doubles off the runner. It looked like he had no shot on that one, but Baca Lee flashes the leather and makes the play. Top 7. It remains 4-2. Frigate, Richard, and Lee coming up, and we're going to take Philly Mack out. Frigate 1 for 2 with a single locked in. Philly goes 6 innings, giving up 5 hits, 1 walk, 2 earned runs, striking out 5. Great quality start for him. He is due up lead off next inning, so we are going to double switch here. What are we going to do? Who can play third base here? Murphy can move over to third, and I might do that. Who can play first now? Pruitt and Simmons can play first. Could do that. Okay. I have moves. I have options. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Great. Awesome. Yes, we'll double switch here. We're going to go ahead and bring in out of the pen. We're going to go ahead and give it a 2. It's a 2-run game, so decent pressure situation. We're going to go with Heidi Briggs. We're going to take out Ventura, and we are going to bring in Dakota Oldman, the utility player. He will play his natural position, though, of third base. Got cannon arm as well. All right. Briggs in the regular season, she had a very good regular season, actually. She was one of our more reliable relievers. She went 2-0 with a 2.30 ERA and a 1.28 whip, 11 appearances, 4 earned runs given up, 15 2/3 innings, 15 hits, 5 walks, 2 homers, 13 strikeouts, and batting average against of 250. She was actually one of our top relievers this year, so she has earned this moderately high-pressure situation. Tier 2 reverse splits against the lefty Frigate. Heater away, outside on the first one, 1-0. Curl down and in. That's a strike, 1-1. Away. Frigate drives it deep left center field. Hits it pretty well. Simmons chasing after it. That is going to be off the high wall, and he ricochets past him as he overruns it. So does Whitehead. Going for third is Frigate. Relay throw is late. It's a leadoff triple for the Bards, and that's going to bring up Richard, who's locked in 1 for 2 with a single. Move the infield in here. Forcing him down and away in the first one. That's line foul. 0-1. Go down and in. Inside. 1-1. Slider down and in. Chased. 1-2. Forcing him up away. Chased it. Strike 3. He gone. First punch out for Briggs as she elevates the heater.
Number 42.
1 down for Lee. He's 0 for 2. Infield's going to stay in as Remus Velasquez, the 11th year man, is pinch hitting the outfielder. Hitless in the playoffs, though. Still a utility player, but his hitting is not what it used to be. I remember how elite he used to be. First pitch curveball down in the way in the dirt. Good block by Nunez. 1-0. Forcing him up and away. Check strike. 1-1. Slider from in. Velasquez pops it up behind short. Benwood on the run, racing after it in shallow left field. Gets to it with the over-the-shoulder catch, and the runner has to hold it third. Two down for Cohen. 1 for 2 with a single. Can Briggs strand the runner? Four-seamer up on the first one. That's a strike. 0-1. Four-seamer down and in. That's a strike. It's quickly 0-2. Curveball down and away. Ooh, she wanted it, but she holds up. 1-2. Slider up and away. Outside. 2-2. No go. Four-seamer down and away. Chased it. Strike 3. Another punch out for Briggs. 2 strikeouts in the inning as she strands the leadoff triple. Bottom 7, it's 4-2. Oldman, Whitehead, and Nunez coming up. Here's Oldman. First at bat of the playoffs for the utility players. He replaces Ventura at third. Velasquez stays in at shortstop. He is a utility player, so he can play anywhere except catcher. Heater down and in. That's a strike from Radical, who stays in there. 0-1. Chased low, below the knees. Dribbler soft roll to short. Velasquez charging. Bare hands. Got him. He's still got the elite level arm. 1 down for Whitehead. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Slider up and away on the edge. 0-1. Just on the corner. Forkball hangs on the next pitch, line to center field. Third hit today for Whitehead. He's 3 for 4. Ramon locked in. Here's Nunez. 1 for 3. Still on fire. And that'll do it for Radical. As right-hander Johnny Leal will come in with Tier 2 consistent. He also has Tier 2 K collector when he gets ahead by 2 strikes. 9 ERA, 1 whip, 2 strikeouts. And double switching into the game will be outfielder Buck Larson, the young outfielder. He'll replace Cohen in center field. He will lead off next inning, I believe. He's hitless in the playoffs, but he has Tier 2 dive wizard in center field. And yes, he will lead off next inning. All right, Leal's going to try and strand the runner. Contact for his right-hander, though, does activate for Nunez here, which is her preferred hitting side as a switch hitter. First pitch screwball in there, or two-seamer in there, away, 0-1. Leo, one of the few 5-pitch relievers here in the league. He has 4-seamer, 2-seamer, change, fork, and slider. Heater up, rocketed by Nunez to dead center. On the run is Larson, and the new man makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down, runner at first for Pruitt, who's 1 through the single. Runner goes on the next pitch. Heater up, strike called, throw down by Bonilla, no chance. Whitehead steals second. 0-1 count to Pruitt. Heater away, rocketed to right field on the liner. That's a base hit. Pruitt will reach. Right at Sardi, though, who's got the elite level arm. Runners at the corners. 2 down for Arrest Blacksmith. 1 through the single locked in, trying to put the game a little further out of reach. Give us an insurance run or 2. Change up down and in low. 1-0. Change up, pulled foul, out of play. 1-1. Out in front of the changeup, 1-2. 3 straight changeups to start the at-bat here as K Collector and Whiffer both activate. Heater up and in, jammed by Blacksmith to right field. Sardi was going to go back, but he comes in now to make a catch, and that ends the inning. Top 8, it's 4-2. Larson, McFurlow, and Knapp due up against Briggs. Buck Larson leading off, center fielder hitless in the playoffs as he's first at bat here of the game, having double switched in the bottom half of last inning. Forcing up and away in the first one, outside, 1-0. Slider down, check, strike at the knees, 1-1. Throw down on the way, checked in the dirt, 2-1. Heater up and in. Jammed right center field, hit pretty well. Simmons on the run, he'll watch it drop. That's 1 hopper to the wall. Gets it in quickly, but that's going to be a leadoff double for Larson as he's in scoring position. Next up is McFurlow, who's 0 for 3. Reverse splits is active here for Briggs. Do we make the move now or do we wait? Briggs is due up third next inning, so we could double switch Pruitt out of the game. I have the option to do that if I want. Gets a little muggy though. Who's due up? Lefty. There's a bunch of lefties coming up, so this is the right part of the lineup for Briggs. First pitch curveball down and in. Check strike 0-1. We'll leave her in and see how it goes. She did well in the regular season. I want to see if it translates. Heater away, 1-1. Slider down and away. Nubber to second, charging Blacksmith. She'll throw to first. 1 down as the runner goes to third. Here's Knapp, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Moving the infield in again. Curveball down on the first one. That's low, 1-0. Slider down and away. Line to second, right at Blacksmith, 2 down. No advance from the runner. Here's Sardi, 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer earlier. First split still active. Forcing him up and in. Checked high, 1-0. Forcing him down and in. That's inside, 2-0. Slider away. Chop foul, 1-2. 2-1. Ball down the way. Checked in the dirt, 3-1. Forcing him down and in. Chased it, full count. Looking for one more. Forcing down. Chop foul. Count remains full. Slide it down and in. Fooled him. He's out in front of it. Strike 3. It was at the knees. Looking heater. He gone. Another punch out for Briggs. Bottom 8. It's 4-2. And we stay up by 2. Murphy, Simmons, and Briggs coming up. 3 punch outs for Briggs. Nice job, Heidi. That's why I chose you, kid. I knew you had it in you. She's continuing to dominate just like in the regular season. Here's Murphy. 1 for 3 with a double. Change him away in the first one. Pulled foul off of Leal. 0-1. Little hack activates a tier 2. Heater up. Lie late on the swing. 0-2. Chased it. K Collector activates. Here inside. Sky ball by Murphy. Right at the center fielder Larson. 1 down. Next up, Simmons, 2 for 3 with a RBI single, a RBI groundout. He's also doubled. First pitch down and in, grounded up on the right side. Diving McFurlow to cut it off. He'll get the out at first. 2 down. Now to bring up Briggs, pinch hitting for her off the bench. Lee Mack is mostly healed up. He can be used as a pinch hitter because he did suffer that, I believe it was a hamstring injury last game. So I could use him here if I so chose. We are going to go with... Yeah, we're going to go with him, actually, the lefty. Lee Mack batting 1,000 in the playoffs with a pinch hit 2-run double in his only plate appearance. Of course, running the second, he pulled his hamstring, so slider in there for a strike at the knees, 0-1. That's down, sky ball to left center. That's going to hang up out there for Larson, and that's going to end the inning. All right, subbing in to try and slam the door. It's going to be our closer, Leon Lowry. Top 9, it's 4-2. Bonilla, Friggin, and Richard coming up. Bonilla 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. He is tense with Tier 2 contact was ready active, but Tier 2 reverse splits working against him. Lowry already has a save in the playoffs. Back in Game 1 as that first pitch cutter is driven to center. Simmons retreating. Puts it away for the first out. Next up, Frigate 2 for 3 with a triple and a single. He is locked in. First split still active. Heater down and in. Grounded foul. 0-1. A little late. Slider down and away. Chased it low. 0-2. Cutter up and in. High and tight. 1-2. Down and in. Caught him looking. Can I help you, Davis? No, you're just looking. Take your window shopping, but elsewhere. 102 at the knees. 2 down. Base is empty for Richard. 1 for 3 with a single. Lowry trying to slam the door. Righty-righty matchup, so no reverse splits. Slider does hit the down and in corner, though. 0-1. Cutter up and away. High. 1-1. Just missed. Forcing down and away. Fouled off late. 1-2 the count. Slider up and in. Jammed it foul. Out of play. 1-2. Bards down to their last strike in Game 1. Cutter up and away. Outside. 2-2. Forcing down and in. He gone! Chased it inside. Back-to-back Ks for Lowry. Ends it 1-2-3. 9th inning. He gets his second save of the playoffs. Bombers win Game 1 of the series. 4-2 the final. Scoring was done early in this one, but we did enough to get the win. We bounced back after that home run from Sardi, and we didn't look back. We love to see it. Great pitching from Philly today. 6 quality innings as well. RBIs today. Simmons 1 on a ground out, 1 on a single. Benwood a home run, and Philly Mack an RBI single to help his own cause. Only runs for the Bards on the 2-run homer by Sardi, as they only managed 7 hits. 5 of them off the starter. The other 2 were off of Briggs. Radical 6 1/3 innings gives up 11 hits, 4 earned runs on 1 homer. He falls to 0-1. Leo inning and 2/3 gives up 1 hit. For us, Philly Mack 6 quality innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, 5 strikeouts, and a homer. He improves to 1-0. Briggs gets the 2-inning hold, giving up 2 hits, striking out 3. And Lowry an inning gets his second save, striking out 2. So we go up 1-0 in the series, go out to the Bards' place next time out, as we're going to try and sweep them. Simmons moves 2 for 4, driving in 2 runs. He's the player of the game. He also stole a base. Sardi had the home run. And then Philly Mack with his quality start is number 3. We love to see that. All right, so we have advantage, but we are going on the road, so we're going to need to do it on the road if we want to win it all. And move to the finals. Can we do it? Well, only one way to find out. We play the game, right? All right, let's see. Game 2, Strudley versus Bellamy, and the Leatherwings are going to blow them out here. Well, actually, the Riddles do rally, but lose 11-7. But Strudley did his job. I think once he came out, bullpen got lit up. So that game is going to a deciding Game 3. So if we do manage to sweep, we will have a rest advantage on whoever wins that series. On the mound will be the battle of the aces. Cat Floral's brother, Kylan Floral, and us with our ace, Rebecca Radical. Radical locked in 1-0. No runs given up, 0.43 whip. Tier 2 falls behind. Floral, no record, a 5.40 ERA and a 1 whip. But they did win his start. It just wasn't with him on the mound. Tier 2 pick officer, Tier 2 crossed up, so we're not going to be able to steal off him. Okay. Lineup for Game 2, leading off is Simmons. He'll be at first base today. Okay. Whitehead in left field, locked in. Murphy is at third because Ventura's out. Okay. Nunez catching once again is locked in. I agree with that. Pruitt batting fifth in right field. Benwood at short. Blacksmith at second. Lennox Dakota will get her first start of the playoffs. She'll be in center field with Simmons moving to first base instead of playing center. And Radical will be batting number 9, locked in. For the Bards, it's McFurlow at second, Knapp again at first, and Sardi. Richard moves up to the number 4 slot. Frigate still batting fifth. Lee moves up to the 6th slot. Fabian Jackman gets the start at catcher, replacing Bonilla. He'll bat 7th, and Velasquez will get the start in center, replacing Cohen. He'll be batting number 8 with Floro on the mound. Game 2 coming at you here from El Viejo Stadium, the home of the Bards. Bombers looking for the sweep. Can we get it done? Will we make our first finals appearance in team history, or will we go to Game 3? Let's find out.
Welcome to Game 2 of the Conference Finals. Ho, ho! The wait is over.
Alrighty, here we go, baby. Rock and roll. Simmons going to lead us off, batting 385 with 2 RBIs, Tier 2 first pitch Slayer. Mason Floral, who in the first start of the playoffs, he got a no decision. He gave up 3 runs in 5 innings for a 5.40 ERA and a 1 whip, 158 batting average against, giving up only 3 hits, 2 walks, 1 homer, and a batting average against of 158 with 8 strikeouts. So he made one big mistake, which was the home run, it looks like. First pitch changeup, pulled foul by Simmons, out of play, 0-1. Heater down and in, inside, 1-1. About the knees, grounded hard to second, but McFurlow on the backhand makes the play, 1 down. Hey, ETL, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you again. Hopefully your day's been well. Whitehead up, locked in, batting second. Left fielder hitting 500 with 3 RBIs. Heater down and in, that's low, 1-0. Still has Tier 3 volatile. Slider middle in, rope to left field, another hit for Whitehead. That's 4 straight hits in his last 4 at-bats, dating back to last game. Murphy up next. He's at third base today, batting .231 with an RBI. He had 1 hit in the first game of the series. Screwball, changeup outside, 1-0. In late swing, 1-1. Bad pitch to Chase as well. Changeup up, grounded past the diving first baseman into right field. Murphy gets on. 2 on, 1 down. Bombers threatening. Here comes the cleanup hitter, Alicia Nunez. Catcher locked in. Average down to 600 here in the playoffs. So he only had, I believe, the 1 hit last game. Contact was righty and bad ball hitter, both active at Tier 2 here. That heater's low from Floral, 1-0. Slider hangs, ripped to right field on the liner. Right at Sardi, though, against the wall. 2 down, and we have to hold as the runners were halfway. 2 down for Pruitt. Right fielder did have 2 hits last game. He's hitting .308 with an RBI. Back to neutral mojo. Change up in there for a strike, 0-1. Put ball away, nub foul, 0-2. Chased it up, strike 3. First punch out for Floral, and that ends the inning. Bottom 1 were scoreless. McFurlow, Knapp, and Sardi coming up. There's McFurlow, second baseman, hitting .214 with a homer, 5 RBIs. Tier 2 bad ball hitter. He had, I believe, no hits in the first game. Facing Radical. Rebecca, in her first start, went 7 shutout innings, giving up 2 hits with 1 walk, striking out 6, batting average against .087 with an .043 whip and no earned runs. We won that game 3-0. Ball's behind active at tier 2 in every first pitch. That's rocketed on the first pitch deep to left field. Whitehead retreating to the wall. Leaps just out of his reach as it ricochets behind him. Throw coming into second quickly, but not in time. It's a double for McFurlow. Radical down to Nutrimojo immediately. Here's Knapp. Tier 2 high pitch. One hit in the first game. She also walked. First pitch curveball down in the dirt. Good block by Nunez. 1-0. Forcing it down. Chased it foul. 1-1. Change middle in. Rope foul. 1-2. Slide it down and away. Chimp grounder to third right at Murphy. He'll look the runner back to second. Throw to first. One down. Radical locked in again. Here's Sardi batting .267. He had a big 2-run homer in the first game, which was all of the Bards' runs in that one. It was his only hit as well. Still has off-speed hitter and easy target, both active here. Of course, he makes away in the first one. Way late at 102. 0-1. Slider down and in. Strike called. 0-2. Change it away. Lined off the end of the bat to second. Right at Blacksmith for the second out. Runner has the hold. Here's Richard. One hit in the first game. Average still at 417. He's no longer locked in, though. Slided down and in on the first one. Check strike. 0-1. Goes it down and away. Grounder to first. Simmons is there. Takes it himself to the bag, and that ends the inning. Radical pitches around the leadoff double. Top second was scoreless. Benwood, Blacksmith, and Dakota coming up. Benwood leads us off. Shortstop had a solo homer in the first game. It was his only hit. Change up in there at the knees. 0-1 from Floral. Heater well outside. 1-1. Changed away. Pulled foul off the end of the bat. Out of play. 1-2. Dribble up. Nubbed foul. 1-2. About the knees. Rocked by Benwood. Dead center field. Carrying well. Velasquez on the run. Looking up. Leaping and robs him of a home run. The 11th year vet still got the moves as he brings it back. One down for Blacksmith. Second baseman had one hit in the first game, scoring a run. That changeup's down and in, 1-0. Just off the corner. Put it in, rocketed on the line, past the diving McFurlow into right field. That's a single for Blacksmith. She's locked in now, and here's Lennox Dakota. First start of the playoffs for the young center fielder. Batting 1,000 here. Getting the start today because Simmons is playing first base while Murphy plays third base as Ventura is out of the lineup. Dakota more known for her defense and her speed than her hitting abilities, as that's low, 0-1. In her one at bat this playoffs, she does have a single as that changeup's in there, 0-2. Chased away, Nubber off the end of the bat to third. Richard goes to second to get the lead runner, but throw to first is late. Then Radical locked in, batting 1 for 2 in the playoffs. Curve up and away, outside, 1-0. Just missed. Purple hangs, line at the middle, another hit for Radical here in the playoffs. She's 1 for 1 today. 2 on, 2 down. Bombers threatening again, back to the top of the lineup. Here comes Simmons, who's 0 for 1. Curveball off the corner away, 1-0. There goes first pitch, Slayer no longer active. Heater down the way, off the glove of the catcher, was called a strike. It rolls away and out of play as the runners advance to second and third for free on the wild pitch. 1-1 count for Simmons. Can he deliver? 2 in scoring position. Heater up and in, late swing, 1-2, just missed it. Curveball hangs in the next one, he's out in front of it, way late early, 1-2. Heater down, soft dump up the middle, it's a base hit in front of Velasquez. 1 run will score. Radical holds the third wisely. It's an RBI knock for Simmons, and he once again starts the scoring in the playoff game. It's 1-0. He drove in the first run in game 1 as well. Whitehead up next, 1 for 1 with a single. He's locked in. Reached base in each of his last 4 plate appearances. That heater's in there at the letters, 0-1. Heater up, late swing, 0-2. Changeup, rip foul, 0-2, out of play. Slider away, off the end of the bat, and over to short. Lee goes to first in time to end the inning. But an RBI knock from Simmons puts us on the board. It's 1-0. Bottom 2. Frigate, Lee, and Jackman coming up against Radical. Frigate leading off, locked in. He did have 2 hits in the first game, a triple and a single. First pitch curveball down. Check low, 1-0. Where's it down and in? Pulled foul, 1-1. Slider middle in. Rope foul again. 1 and 2. Change it down in the way. Check 2-2 outside. Four-seamer up and away. He gone way late on it. Second punch out for Radical. 1 down. Here's Lee hitless on the playoffs. First for Radical, actually, I believe. Yes, her first today. Lee was hitless in the first game. Heater inside. Ball 1. He's replaced Lee defensively as well. Curveball down and then pulled foul. 1-1. Change it down in the way. Hit off the end of the bat up the middle. Diving Benwood just out of his reach into center field. And that's the first hit here in the series for Lee as he reaches. 1 down for the catcher, Fabian Jackman. Tier 2 fastball hitter. Tier 2 consistent active. Hitting .333 in the playoffs. He sat out game 1. First pitch change of hangs. That's pulled foul. 0-1. Got lucky there. Right down the middle. Dribble down and in. Low. 1-1. Slider down in the way. Taken on the check. 2-1. Down and in. Late. 1-0-2. 2-2. Change down the way. Off the end of the bat to short. Benwood to his left. Flip the second one. Blacksmith the first. Double play. You love to see it. First one we turned here in game 2. Top 3. It's still 1-0. Murphy, Nunez, and Pruitt coming up. Here's the heart of the lineup for the Bombers here in the third. Murphy leading off. 1-for-1 with the single. Forkball down and in. That's a strike called. 0-1 as Little Hack activates. Forkball down and in. Pulled foul. 0-2. Heater up, rocketed by Murphy to left center field. Velasquez on the run, does not get there as a one hops into his glove. It's going to be a base hit. Maybe when you're younger, Velasquez, you make that catch, but not now. Leadoff man on here. Here's Nunez, 0-for-1, but still locked in. Slider down, lined at the middle. That's a base hit, and Nunez has her first hit today. 2 on, nobody out. Bombers are threatening against Floral, who's already given up 7 hits here, and we're only in the third. So you have to get an out in this inning. Here's Pruitt, 0-for-1. Struck out his first at bat. Chased a high heater. That heater's low this time. 1-0. Floral now tense. Slider down, chopped in to hold a short, slow roller. Lee backhands the second one. McFurlow to first, not in time. Although Pruitt does go tense on the fielder's choice. 1 down, runners at the corners for Benwood, who got robbed of a home run in center field by Velasquez his first time up. He's 0-for-1. Heater inside, 1-0. Changeup hangs at the letters. Well out in front of it, though, is Benwood as he missed it and got under it. 1-1. Changeup up and in, pulled foul. 1-2. Heater up and away, line down to third base line. Fair ball as it stays past the slicing, diving third baseman. There we go. Frigate gets it in quickly. Throw comes to second, not in time. As back to first goes Benwood on the RBI single. Runner goes to third. It's 2-0 Bombers. And here's Blacksmith still locked in. 1-for-1 with a single. Or she just got locked in, actually. Slider drops low from Floral. 1-0. Heater up and in. Late swing. 1-1. The ball up and away. Line at the middle softly. Diving is McFurlow to make the catch, though, up the middle. 2 down. Here's Dakota for 1. She's going to try and keep it going. Dakota reached on a fielder's choice her first at bat as that heater's in there at the letters. 0-1. Blacksmith went down to neutral after that out. Change up well outside. 1-1. Here's pitch 50 from Floral. Heater up and in. Lined up the middle. Right at McFurlow, though, and that ends the inning. But another run home on the single by Benwood. 2-0 bottom 3. Velasquez, Floral, and McFurlow coming up. Here's Velasquez, who's hitless in the playoffs. First at bat today, though. He is locked in after robbing a home run earlier. First pitch curveball down in the way. Whiffed over the top, 0-1. Get it away. Late on it, 0-2. Whiffer active at tier 2. Change it down and in. He gone! Chased it low. Second punch out for Radical. 1 down. He gone! Floral up next. Tense, batting .500 in the playoffs, though. Looking up and in. Strike called, 0-1. Change up and away. Whiff through it, 0-2. Slide down and away. Chased it, strike 3 outside. Wave him bye-bye. He gone. Third punch out for Radical. 2 down for McFurlow. 1-for-1 with a double. He's locked in. Well down the way in the first one. Chased, pulled foul. 0-1. Puts him down and in. Lined up the middle, off the back of the mound. That's a base hit. So McFurlow 2 for 2. Keeps the inning going. And here is Knapp 0 for 1. Slide it down and in. Inside 1-0. Puts him down and away. Check strike 1-1. Change down and in. Runner goes. Strike called. Throw down by Nunez is perfect, but not in time. Stolen base for McFurlow. 1-2 count. Slide it down and in. Jammed it foul. Knapp stays alive. 1-2. Where's it away? Fouled off late. 1-2. Go down the way. In the dirt. 2-2. Change it down and in. Inside. 3-2. Slide it down and in. Fouled off. Count remains full. Where's he down the way? She gone! Well laid on it. Another heater. Buyer. She gone. Fourth punch out for Radical, and she eventually does strike out the side in the third. Top four, it's 2-0. Radical, Simmons, and Whitehead coming up. Here's Radical, 1 for 1 with a single. She is locked in as well. Heater high on the first one, 1-0. Slider away, pulled off the end of the bat to right center shallow. Sardi racing in. Does not get there. It's another hit for Radical. She's 2 for 2. Hey now. Here's Simmons, 1 for 2 with an RBI single last at bat. Got the scoring started in the second. Curveball up and in is a strike called. 0-1 just on the edge. Workball hangs on the next pitch, driven to center field, but it was a contact swing. To the warning track is Velasquez, 1 down. Simmons just missed it. Here's Whitehead. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Slider in there for a strike, middle in, 0-1. Floral still tense. Curveball down in the way. Blooper to shallow left. That's going to hang up, though, for Frigate. 2 down. Here comes Murphy, 2 for 2 with 2 singles today. Heater up. Ooh, just missed it late. Up and away, 0-1. Little hack does activate, though, for Murphy. Slater down and then chase. Dribbler to first. Slow roller for Knapp. She has to go to second. Great heads-up play. Instead of trying to go for first, she knew she wasn't going to get Murphy. She instead goes to get the lead runner at second, which is Radical, a pitcher who does not run well. And the Bombers get nothing. Bottom 4, Sardi, Richard, and Frigate. Heart of the lineup coming up. Here's Sardi, 0 for 1 today. There's the curveball down and in the dirt, 1-0. Force him up and away. Checked high, 2-0. Slide down and away. Sardi fouls it back, 2-1. Change up and in. High and tight, 3-1. Force him in the middle in. That's a strike, full count. Curveball down. Chased it, dribbled up the middle. Benwood dives, knocks it down behind the bag, but he couldn't field it cleanly. It's going to be an infield single. Leadoff man on for Richard, who's 0 for 1. Sardi does not run well, so we're not really worried about him stealing per se. First pitch curveball down in the way. Whiffed over the top of it, 0-1. Force him down and in. That's a strike called, 0-2. Change it down in the way. He gone! Chased it low. Another punch out for Radical, her 5th. 1 down for Frigate, 0 for 1, but locked in. Slide it down and in on the first one, that's low, 1-0. Down and in. Jammed foul, 1-1. Ball down in the way. Low, 2-1. Push him up and in. Popped him up. Simmons off the bag. Over there on the first base side. Puts it away. 2 down. And here comes Lee, 1 for 1 with a single today. Slide up and away on the first one. Fouled off late, 0-1. Change up and in. Lee whiffed through it, 0-2, as he was just late. Force him down in the way. Checked outside, 1-2. He wanted it. Go down and in the dirt, 2-2. Force him down and in. Jammed him, but Sky, deep left field, hit pretty well. Whitehead over to the warning track. Will put it away, and that will end the inning. Stranding the leadoff single. Top 5, it's 2-0 Bombers. Nunez, Pruitt, and Benwood coming up. Now, in the first game, all the scoring was done after 4 innings. Like, after the 4th inning, nothing happened. So let's see if we can rewrite that story a bit. Here's Nunez, 1 for 2 with a single, but locked in. Floral does get back to neutral mojo after escaping a jam. Change it down and in, strike called, 0-1. Curveball hangs the next one, roped right at Knapp, though, for the first out. Unlucky there. There's Pruitt, 0 for 2 intense today. Change it down, that's a strike, 0-1. He hit to a fielder's choice last time up. Curve in the dirt, 1-1. Slider high, 2-1. Change up, pulled foul, 2-2, as that was on the edge of the zone. Purple hangs, hit hard to second, 1 hopper. McFarlow backhands cleanly, throw to first, 2 down. Base is empty for Benwood, 1 for 2 with an RBI single today. Curveball up and in, strike called, 0-1. Change up well out of the zone away, 1-1 as Floral's approaching 70 pitches. Curveball hangs, driven to center field. That's going to hang up, though, at the warning track as it's out of gas. Velasquez puts it away, a 1-2-3 inning for Floral. He needed it. Bottom 5, Jackman, Velasquez, and Floral coming up. So we will see if they pinch hit for Floral here because he's already near 70 pitches. Here's Jackman, 0 for 1 today, intense. Curveball up and away on the first one. That's a strike, 0-1. Pitch 60 from Radical here. Change it down and in. That's a strike, 0-2. Forcing down and away. He gone way late on the heater. 6th punch out for Radical. 1 down here for Velasquez, 0 for 1. Hey, Bobcat, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you again. Hopefully your day's been well. It's been a good battle here so far this episode. You come in for a good one here. First pitch slider away from Velasquez. He chases it, 0-1, just off the corner. Heater away. That is fouled off late, 0-2. We got lucky there. Ripper does activate again. Change it down and in. He whiffs through it. Another punch out for Radical, our 7th. He gone. 2 down for Floral. 0 for 1, and they will pinch hit with catcher Milan Bonilla, who played in the first game but was hitless. He is tense. Batting only 1 for 9 in the playoffs, but he has the contact versus righty trait active against now an on-fire Radical. Slider up and in. That's skied right center field. Dakota over. She will put it away. A 1-2-3 5th inning for Radical. Out of the bullpen, former Furry Flyer reliever Lando Benitez, who has developed up to a B+ here in the series. No runs given up in the playoffs, 1 strikeout. He has Tier 2 stimulated and Tier 2 metalhead. Nice to see you, Lando. Top 6, Blacksmith, Dakota, and Radical coming up. They're going to need a lot out of their bullpen here. Blacksmith 1 for 2 with a single today. Thankfully for them, they only used Leal in the first game, so they are rested. Heater up and away is outside, 1-0. Heater up, that's a strike, 1-1. Heater away, hit well by Blacksmith off the end of the bat, but it's going to go right at the center fielder Velasquez. 1 down. I'm just glad my Rockies are finally done for another year. Same with my Orioles. They were a huge disappointment this year. Dakota up 0 for 2. And chases the first pitch, pops it up behind second. Lee is there for it, the shortstop. Puts it away, 2 down. And here's Radical, locked on fire, 2 with 2 singles today. That's away on the 2-seamer, but a strike called nonetheless, 0-1. Heater up and away, blooper over short, but it's going to hang up for Lee. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Benitez. Bottom 6, it's 2-0. McFarlow, Knapp, and Sardi coming up. McFarlow 2 for 2 today. He has doubled and singled. He's one of the few batters to solve Radical both times up today. Slider chase low, 0-1. Pushing it down and away. Chase, nubber off the end of the bat to third. Murphy charges, throw to first, 1 down. I was shocked that they never really found their groove all year. Yeah, I know. Like, it just people kept getting injured, and, you know, once they, like, started to build some momentum, it's like, nope, we're going to take it all away. We're going to suck again. Our hitting coaches have no idea what the hell they're doing. Our pitching staff was decent, you know, but it wasn't enough to, like, do anything with. It is what it is, though. At least we got some good returns for the guys we traded at the deadline, so I'm happy about that. Slider in there away at the knees, 0-1 for Knapp. Go down and in. Chase, number to first, charging Simmons. He'll take it himself, 2 down. Then they traded away Mullins. Yep. That hurt a little bit, but Mullins is not the guy who had the 2020 season a few years ago. He's just not the same. He's not hitting well. The defense is still elite, don't get me wrong. Speed is there, but, like, he's lost all his confidence at the plate. It's bad to see. He's bench caliber at best, and when he hit under 200 all season, yeah, it kind of shows. Heater at the knees in the first pitch, hit hard at the middle, diving Benwood to his left. Nice stop, throw to first. Got him! 1-2-3 inning for Radical. She is through 6. Top 7, Simmons, Whitehead, and Murphy coming up. But also trading away Mullins made sense. He had no more team control, so he's going to ask for a lot of money. And we don't spend money. So the only time we spend money is on a catcher that's played 4 games in his major league career, apparently. Yeah, thankfully Adley still has a few years of team control, so we can still use him to kind of mentor Benitez defensively, but Adley's just never been the same. Like, I think he's playing hurt, and he just won't tell anybody. I kind of get it. Adley's kind of like, what's that guy who came up with the Mariners, who, like, he was, like, projected to be, like, the next big infielder or something. Oh, my God, what's his name? I wish Lawai was here. He'd know. Oh, that's right. Dustin Ackley, yeah. He was great in college. He was, like, number 2 pick in the draft. He was, like, supposed to be, like, this next big savior. And it's like, nope. He did nothing in the majors. Bug. Simmons. All right, Garlic, let's get it going. First pitch from Benitez is high, 1-0. Simmons has brought in a run today. That's inside, 2-0 on another heater. Heater up, hit well by Simmons to right center, but that is going to hang up, unfortunately, for Velasquez. 1 down. Here's Whitehead, 1 through the single and locked in. Heater up, that's high, 1-0. Heater down and in, line softly, right at McFurlow, 2 down. That is going to bring up Murphy, 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. Heater away, that's a strike from Benitez, who's locked in now, 0-1. Heater in there, 0-2. What a pitch. Change-up pulled foul, out of play. Count remains 0-2. Heater down and in, grounded up the middle. McFurlow backhands, throw to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Benitez. Bottom 7, it's still 2-0. Bouchard, Frigate, and Lee coming up. And while the Mullins trade was sad, I think I was more sad about the Laureano-O'Hearn deal because, like, O'Hearn had just been named an All-Star for the first time in his career. And, like, he really found himself when he came over here from Kansas City, so it was really sad to see him go. But again, I get it. No team control on him after this year. He just got named an All-Star, so he's going to ask for big money. And then Laureano, they kind of probably needed him to sweeten the deal to get as many prospects as they did in that one, which I think was 5. Heater down, chopper right at Simmons on the first pitch of the inning, and that's going to be the first out. And here's Frigate, 0 for 2 and locked in. Facing the still on fire Radical. Change up and in on the first one. That's his ball inside, 1-0. Heater away. As lined off to the left fielder Whitehead, 2 down. 3 pitches and 2 outs. Here's Lee, 1 for 2 with a single. Slider down and in, strike called, 0-1, just hit the corner. Working her up and away, whiff through it, 0-2 at 99. She has lost a little velo. She was throwing 102 earlier. Still effective. Change it down and away. Hit off the end of the bat, Nubber, and the hold a short, backhanded by Benwood. Throw to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Radical. She's through 7 shutout innings. Top 8, Nunez, Pruitt, and Benwood coming up. So Radical has matched her first outing, which I believe was 7 shutout innings in that one as well. Here's Nunez, 1 through the single and locked in. Change up in there at the letters, 0-1. Heater down the way, line down the left field line, foul, 0-2, just missed it. Heater down, lined into left center field, slicing away from Velasquez, but he will cut it off. It will hold Nunez to a single. Still her second hit of the game, she's 2 for 4. How have you built Radical a statue yet? No, but it is in progress. We are making her a statue. It'll probably be ready by next season. Pruitt 0 for 3 is tense, but he did roll stimulated, so that's good. Did Lowry roll stimulated? He did not. And neither did the pitcher Benitez, thank God. I don't think anyone else in the lineup has stimulated. Oh, Ventura does. He didn't roll it. Yeah, Lowry did not. Okay. Neither did Briggs. Hey, Cobber, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you again. Hopefully your day's been well. Happy Monday night. It's Tuesday. Actually, it's Wednesday night now. Actually, we're after midnight here in my house. Come on, Salvador. Change up away. That's a strike. 0-1. Either way, rocketed past the glove of the first baseman. Another hit. First two batters reach. Bombers looking for some insurance. And here's Benwood, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Change up up. That's high. 1-0. Change up, rip foul. 1-1. Change up, rip foul. 1-2. Out in front of it, Benwood. Rip it in, rocketed into right center field. That's going to be down for a hit, and it's going to roll to the wall. Sardi chasing after it. He'll get it in quickly, but it's an RBI double for Benwood. 3-0 Bombers. Second RBI of the day for Benwood. Let's keep building. Here's Blacksmith, 1 for 3 with a single. Infield in here. That's chased outside on the heater. 0-1. Benitez no longer locked in. Heater way, popped up off the end of the bat. Infield fly, not called for. McFurlow makes the catch. 1 down. Brother, I got my days all mixed up. It is Tuesday night. It's still Tuesday night for you. Okay. Dakota up 0 for 3. Radical due up on deck. I'm going to pinch hit here. I'm going to go with Oldman here. We're going to move him to third. We're going to move Murphy back to... Or actually, we're going to move him to first. And we're going to move Simmons back to center. Hitless in the playoffs. He's 0 for 1, but he's going to give it a shot here. He's a better hitter than Dakota. Heater up, check, strike, 0-1. Infield still in. High heater from Benitez misses away, 1-1. Heater up and in, that's pulled foul, 1-2. Heater up and away, lined over second, over the diving glove of the drawn-in McFurlow. It's down for a hit, and both runners are going to score. 2-run single for Oldman as the pinch hitter delivers. 5-0 Bombers. And with the pressure off, Radical can bat. She's on fire. 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. Out of the bullpen, reliever Asher Crosby relieving Benitez. 3.86 ERA, 171 whip, 2 strikeouts, and double switching in. Shortstop Rayan Hurls will replace Lee. There we go. Curveball outside, 1-0. They're playing the bunt. That ain't happening. I'm swinging, bro. I'm up 5 runs. Runner goes. Heater in there for a strike. Throw down to second. Just in time. What a throw. Good throw, Jackman. All right, I'll give you that one. 1-1. 2 down. Out in front of the curve. 1-2. Damn. Good pitch. Go down and in. Popped up behind second. It's a tough play. On the run is McFurlow. He'll get there to end the inning. But we do get 3 homes. Double by Benwood and a 2-run single there by... pinch hitter Oldman, 5-0 bottom 8. Jackman, Velasquez, and Hurls coming up. Radical coming back out. There's Jackman 0 for 2. Oldman stays in at first, and Simmons is in center. Where's down? Pulled foul in the first one, 0-1. Fastball hitter is active for Jackman. Go down in the way. Strike called, it's 0-2. Change up inside. Inside, 1-2 off the corner. Down and in. Foul back, 1-2. 1-2 pitch, slider up and away. Foul back, still 1-2. Radical up over 80 pitches now. Go down the way. Checked low, 2-2. Down and in. Low, 3-2. Change up and in. Jammed him. He fouls it off, staying alive. Count remains full. Slider down and away. One hopper to second, picked by Blacksmith, throw to first, 1 down. And here's Velasquez, he's 0 for 2. We're down on the first one, lined up the middle, over the diving Blacksmith's glove into right center field. That'll be extra bases for Velasquez, his first hit of the playoffs. Simmons gets it in, but it is a 1-out double. And here comes Hurls, who just double switched in with Tier 2 first pitch prayer, hitting .333 here in the playoffs. Slider up on the first one. That's a strike. 0-1. Radical still on fire. You're down and in. Grounded up the middle. Blacksmith backhands. She'll go to first. 2 down. RBI chance for the leadoff hitter McFurlow. 2 for 3 with the double and a single. He is locked in. Radical approaching 90 pitches. Slider down. That's low. 1-0. Goes him down and away. Grounder to third. Murphy is there. He'll throw across. It's going to end the inning. 8 shutout innings for Radical. Top 9, it's 5-0. Simmons, Whitehead, and Murphy coming up. There's Simmons, 1-for-4 with an RBI single earlier. He'll try to get more insurance here off of Crosby. First pitch slider hits the corner. What a pitch. 0-1. Curve in the dirt. 1-1. Slider down, checked, good hold. 2-1. Curve up, hits the letters. What a pitch. 2-2. Frame in the corner. Slider put in, pulled down the right field line, and Simmons will keep it fair as Sardi chases after it into the corner. Simmons digging for second, throw in from Sardi, not in time. Leadoff double. Second hit for Simmons. Here's Whitehead, 1-for-4 with a single as well. No longer locked in. Right down the middle with the heater. That was unexpected. 0-1. Slider away, poked over short. Run down by Hurls, though, for the first out. Next up is Murphy, 2-for-4 with 2 singles today. Curveball up and in, hits the corner. What a pitch. 0-1. Little hack active, though. Curveball middle in, line to second, right at McFurlow. 2 down, unlucky there. Here's Nunez, 2-for-4 day for the catcher. 2 singles. She is locked in. Get up and in, blasted by Nunez, deep left center field. Drop it in on the target. It's the exclamation point. Home run for Nunez, rookie's team-leading third of the playoffs, and it's 7-0 Bombers. Pulling away in the 8th. Sorry, pulling away in the 9th. My God. Here's Pruitt, 1-for-4 with a single, still juiced. Heater down, that's low, 1-0. Heater up, rocketed up the middle on the ground. That's a base hit. Pruitt reaches, inning continues. Crosby now tense, and that'll bring up Benwood, 2-for-4 with a RBI 2-run with an RBI double and an RBI single. Heater down, blasted! We got lift off dead center field, heading for the scoreboard, dropping in on the target right behind the bullpen. Home run for Benwood. He's a triple shy of the cycle. His second homer of the playoffs. Second in this series. It's 9-0 Bombers. And here's Blacksmith, 1-for-4 with a single. Heater down, pull deep down the left field line, running out of room, looking up, and making the catches frigate, and that ends the inning as it just sat there. But 4 home for the Bombers on a pair of 2-run homers from Benwood and, Jesus Christ, I just forgot his name. Nunez. It is 9-0. Bottom 9. Radical going for the complete game shutout. Fly ball. Caught. I love that line. Alright, heart of the lineup, though, for the Bards, as they're going to try and ruin Radical's shutout. Heater down on the first one, line to short. Benwood dives, and he makes the catch. What a play. 1 down. Here's Sardi, 1-for-3 with a single. Ball down and in. Pulled foul, 0-1. Heater down in the way. Fouled off, 0-2. Slider up and in. He gone! Chased it inside. 8th punch out for Radical. Bombers are 1 out away from punching their ticket to their first ever finals. Richard, 0-for-3 is the last chance for the Bards. Radical approaching 100 pitches, looking for the complete game shutout. Ball down in the way, in the dirt, and low, 1-0. Four-seamer down and in. Pulled foul back into the screen, 1-1. Attaboy, Marty. I knew that broadcast school would pay off. Oh, God, it's such a great movie. Change it down. That's a strike at the knees. 1-2. Rip Euchre, you legend. I know. Gone too soon. Although he lived to almost be 100, so. 1 strike away. Can the Bombers put it away? Down and away, just low, 2-2, Richard taking. Four-seamer up and away, fouled it off, staying alive at 2-2. Change it down, chased it, strike 3, 9th punch out for Radical. It's a complete game shutout, and the Bombers are going to the finals. We sweep the Bards, and we go sit and wait to see who we will play. Will it be the Leatherwings, or will it be the Riddles? Bombers dominate here in Game 2, 9-0 the final. I mean, it was close. It was close for most of the game, and then they left their bullpen in too early, and we just rattled off run after run after run, and we got those homers in the 9th. It was poetic. Mwah. And Radical only held them to 5 hits today, so yeah, we got to get that stat sheet built a little bit faster, guys. RBIs today, Simmons had 1 on a single, I believe, 2 for Nunez on a homer, 2 for Benwood on a home run, 1 on a double, and 1 on a single. And then Oldman, a pinch hit, 2-run single as well. On the other side for the Bards, they didn't drive in a single run. They only had 5 hits, 2 from McFurlow, 1 from Sardi, 1 from Lee, and 1 from Velasquez. Radical, the complete game shutout, giving up 5 hits, striking out 9. She improves to 2-0, and she will be ready for Game 3 if necessary in the finals, so that's good for us. Which means Lee Mack will not have to pitch in this in the playoffs, so that's good. GG's, thank you, appreciate it. And yes, get F Bards. Floro, only 5 innings today, 9 hits, 2 earned runs, and a strikeout. He falls to 0-1. Benitez, 2 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs. And Crosby, inning and 2/3, 4 hits, 4 earned runs on 2 homers. Third of the game, Radical for the shutout, striking out 9, giving up 5 hits. Benwood, the runner-up, he was a triple shy of the cycle, drove in 4. And then Nunez had a 3-hit day as well, driving in 2 on the home run. Not bad. So now, let's see, do we play the Riddles or do we play the Leatherwings? Now, the Leatherwings have made the finals before in the series, but they lost to the Thumpers in year 3. I don't know if they've made it back to the finals since then. We can check. The Riddles, I don't think they've either made it once or they've never made it at all. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. Let's see. Riddles take an early lead here against the Wings, and they hold on to win 7-3, as Wicks and Linguino did not get it done for the Leatherwings. So for them, they are going to have their number 3 pitcher on the mound first, which is Dodson. Then their 4 in Smalls, and then it'll be back to their ace Bellamy. For us, it's our 2, our 3, and then our 1. That's Thicket, Philly Mack, and Radical. All right, I like it, I like it, I like it. Yes, so Reese Dodson, who actually hasn't pitched in the playoffs, actually. He's their 4. He will be on the mound first. Then their 3, which is Smalls, and then it's their ace. Okay, interesting. So they're throwing Dodson out first on the road. Hey, they've upset 2 teams to get here, so I'm not surprised. All right, so he'll be on the mound for the Riddles, and Thicket will be on the mound for us. We got the win in his only start, 1.12 ERA, 0.875 WHIP. He gave us 8 innings of 1-run balls, so we'll take that every time out. Now I'm going to go back and check. Have the Riddles ever made the finals? So they did not make the playoffs in the last season. They made it and lost in the first round the year before that. They didn't make it year 2. They made it in year 1, so they have won a ring. Okay, so they're going for their 2nd ring, it looks like, at least. I have to go back to the other iterations to see what else they've done here real quick. So in the 2nd iteration, which was the Furry Flyers, there were 3 seasons in that one. So they did not make it in that year. Year 2, they didn't make it in that year. And year 1, they didn't make it in that year either. So now we got to go back to the Thumpers section of this, which was the 1st iteration of the Green Nachos League, which is up here. And there were 3 seasons in this one. They did not make it in that year. They did make it in this year, but lost in the semis. And they did not make it this year. So they've only made 4 playoff appearances in 11 seasons. They've won 1 ring, though. Okay, interesting. All right. I like it. Okay. So we know where we stand with that one. So it will be the Riddles looking for their 2nd ring, and we are going for our 1st. Can we do it? Tune in next episode to see how it goes down in the finals. But if you made it this deep, guys, I just want to give you a quick recap. We took care of business against the Bards. No other way to say it. We won the first game 4-2, and then we won the 2nd game in a 9-0 complete game shutout behind Rebecca Radical. We only gave up 5 hits. That's really all you need to know for that one. So we have swept both our opponents, which were division rivals, to get here. Now we got to take on the Riddles, try to keep them from winning their 2nd ring next episode. If you made it this deep, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube and you're watching this, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch will be down in the description below if you guys want to come over here and watch the games live before they're posted. That's at PrackNasty over here on Twitch for those curious. Quick shout-outs here to Bobcat, John War, Cabra, and ETL for all tuning in and chatting with me at different points throughout the stream. Everyone else, I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, this is a nasty one. Signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.